Hello everyone, welcome back to the road to 2200. We are currently at 1978. I should honestly just rename this road back to 2000. Yeah, let's get into a 10-minute game. We play not this person. They did have a Luffy, fellow One Piece fan. Let's play the Sicilian against this person. Yeah, if I do this, they're gonna take. Pretty sure this is like the Taimanov, right, or something like that. Something like that. Could even castle this way. Oh, nothing really happening in this position. Here they're gonna do this if I had to guess. Here, takes, takes, jump in. It's not that big a deal. Also opens up this bishop to allow it to pin this knight, which they can just, not that hard to unpin it. It's already it's defended once already, but so they're giving up a pawn. Don't exactly see what they're trying to go for here, but here maybe they just want to argue they have tons of activity. Because here they take, I take, and I'm just up a pawn, so I'm gonna go for that. Interesting. And do this to pin the knight and also hit the bishop, but the bishop doesn't. Ooh, maybe here they want to take, and then play this, trying to jump into this square. I'm not really too worried about that, if I'm being honest. Next moves will probably be this. I mean, castling is also obvious. I probably shouldn't have pre-moved that because they could have taken my knight and then won a piece. And they just resign. They just resign. It's that simple. It's that simple to win a game in the 1900s. Crazy to think like how high level this is, but then like there are times where I'm like, I play like an idiot, my opponents play like idiots. Like this is not. I guess this also makes sense. All right, let's play another one. That was a very easy win. We get black back to back, which isn't fun. We get d4, knight of 6. Not exactly what I want to be playing, but it is what it is. Let's sacrifice a pawn, but I don't really see the reason to. Knight in. They have some center, but I'm not really too worried about it. Castle. They have the open F file, which is pretty nice for them, to be fair, but I'm not too worried. I can see this being a move. This is something a lot of people like to do. So they test me. If I come here, then I get trapped, and if I come to one of these squares, well, okay, these are the viable squares. I can't come here because that just blunders my knight. This is kind of awkward because all I'm doing is just staring into this pawn, and then they can immediately just hit that piece and threaten to double my pawn. So really my only realistic options are these squares. I have a feeling if I come here, they're going to just go ooga booga mode. A lot of options here. A lot of options in this position. Here, my knight's being hit twice. I can defend it just like this. It's not bad. Also allows me to reroute and potentially push c5. I like that. I like that. I like that. Here to jump in and attack this pawn a couple times. I don't mind that. That's why bishop here and back is probably a good idea at some point. Maybe not immediately, but at some point. Well, actually, that just... Okay. My opponent is very trade happy, it seems. I could see this being a move, just trying to shut out my bishop. Just fully entombing it. Yeah. Here they could push, a little bit annoying. I come here. They continue to defend that pawn here, but then I could just push and take it. Here, maybe get the rooks here. Okay, not like that, but something like that. I'm well aware this walks right into tempo, but I'm not really too bothered by that. This is a common idea to like eradicate this bishop. This is pretty much definitely going to come, if I had to guess. I don't love my position, but it's not like terrible. Person's played a lot of bullet recently. They have a peak of 2105, just below my peak. Wow, they have 1900 bullet, 1800 blitz, so they're a good fast player. I got to be wary of that. Here, I don't think works on the account of takes, and then takes, and drops a pawn. Maybe there's tactics there I'm not seeing, but seems like it just drops a pawn. Maybe they push here, come here, here, maybe line up their rook or something. I don't know. That does seem slightly unpleasant. Maybe they do this. Takes. Plus to not. I don't know. I can't really envision things right now. They're really thinking right now. I'm not really sure. Maybe they do something like this and hang their queen in one move. I don't know. They have thought for almost 2 minutes on this one move. A lot of time. Still have this idea to go here and here, just to kind of move my knight into a more central location. And they taketh the pawn. Now we can take like this, but that just blocks our bishop, so I don't really want to do that too much. Let's take like this. Maybe they do this still. I don't know. They obviously can't go after my bishop now because this just hangs with check, and then we'd grab this, but maybe not because here, yeah, that's a fair move. I mean, here's an idea, here's an idea. Every time I do this, I feel like they're just going to do this. And if I do this, they're just going to do this. Pretty annoying, have to say. So maybe we simply just do something like this, question mark. Because this is also fair, because then I can really just... They're trying to blunt my bishop. I also kind of want to blunt theirs out. It's c6. Here and here seem like an idea. Also, it would be prime if I could get my knight right there. Okay, here, to push c6 and to get my knight here. So even if they do this, I'll probably still do this, because then I can reroute my knight this way. Here is still something I'm kind of half expecting. Then maybe I can just start jumping into here, back. I'm going to try and stay up on the clock, just because that's something I do struggle with from time to time, is time usage. They are really thinking hard. I mean, yeah, they spent like... I mean, is it better to start with c6 or knight f5? Knight f5 is really nice, because then you just start sinking into some of these... They go back... Something tells me c6 is the safer option. Okay. It is 6:20. 20. I have to make a decision by minute 6. I'm going to have to start thinking like that. Here, they drop back. I do this. I'm going to go for this first. I can just go back, but I'm not too worried about that. Because then I can do this, and then the knight, I'm still doing that reroute, but it's... I'd probably have to bring a rook over, because they could take, and then take if the bishop goes back. Oh, didn't see that move, obviously. That's very nice. Okay, let's go back. There's no way for them to add tons of pressure to that pawn, that piece, so I'm fine. Yeah, I didn't see that move. This is what happens. It always seems like when my opponents play fast, they play perfectly fine moves. When I try and play fast, I play like crap. Like, give me a break, brother. Give me a break. Give me that cheeky little break. Really want to do this, take, and just start pressuring this pawn, which is, nothing's really happening. I do that, but you know, it makes me feel good. Here, takes, here. Not really helping myself much, but I think it's... Is it better to have a bazooka or not have a bazooka? I feel like having a bazooka is nice. And I can take like this. Maybe it's better to get my king into the mix. Yeah, let's just take like that. Our king is one step closer in the end game. I have 5 minutes and they have 4, so I'm only up by a minute. This is probably just a draw, honestly. Here. Back. I want to stop this from happening. Wow, I'm so dumb because the queen was already blocking that. I don't know. I don't know. The math isn't mathing, but it makes sense to me. Queen check here, I drop back. This is just boiling down to a draw. Yeah. Starting to see stuff I don't like. Oh, that takes. Okay, that's interesting. If you block, I'm checking here and taking this. You probably have to. I mean, I think I still am just winning a pawn regardless. I mean, here he's just going to do the same. Yeah. Yep. Defend both of these. Start marching this pawn up or something. You can probably just do this, though. There's a perpetual. Yeah, he has perpetual. If I go here, I'm probably getting mated, so I don't want to do that. Yeah. Just a draw. Some games just end up in a draw. Hate to see it happen, but it happens. Oh, he had mate here, actually. Wow. Yeah, I'd mate twice if he had just spent a bit more time. This was the only move to stop that mating. I didn't make that move because of that. I just made it because it was like, oh, my queen gets active. That's funny. I'll play one more because I bet I get white. Nice. I should have stopped the video when I had a chance. Ask me if I've played this gambit before. Let's just rapidly develop. I'm not going to play a gambit anymore. I don't feel like it. I don't feels like it. %99 chance that's going to be the move. Oh, it's not the move. Fair enough. Let's just sink our teeth into some nice squares. Almost a 100% chance. This is always the move that Scandi players play. If I know Scandi players, and I think I do, that is always going to be one of the moves they play. Feels like a nice active move. I don't really think it does much, but it makes me feel good about myself. Here they can do this, which is a little annoying, but then I can just like attack it. Well, no, I can't, not there. Make the queen active. That's always a good idea, right? Make the queen active. And if here, I'll cause a slight weakness in their position. Not really much of one, but it's something. Yeah, I had a feeling. Had a feeling. Thing is, if I can do this and then get this and this, we are in business. We are in business, as they say. Ooh, don't do that move. How about don't do the move that blunders your queen? How about that? This move doesn't blunder anything, but it's dubious in my mind. I had a feeling that would be a move that they want to play. I can just get a piece to defend this square. Maybe just start launching this pawn forward. Just launch this pawn forward, do this, and then mate them. Just mate their ass. Just mate them. With the severity for which they deserve. I mean, this is not a very far off plan. Like, I feel like here, however, they do have this and then push. And I guess they maybe have, ooh, that'd be mate. I'd be mating myself there. So problem with this is this G-pawn is very tender. This bishop diagonal is quite good. Maybe I get rid of this knight. Get rid of this knight. They're going to take like this. And then I start pushing. Ooh, but then they would have, not this. I'm going to take this knight. Against my better judgment, I'm going to take that knight. Knights are the most annoying piece in the world to me. Meow, meow, meow. Because this is never idea, because the knight protects. So let's go for this. Here, and wherever they move, Bam Bam is coming to a theater near you. Coming to a theater near you. I'd even just have this and this too to protect the pawn without the knight. Or without the queen. Yeah, they see through my master plan. Here they're going to come here. And that's quite annoying. So maybe I don't allow that. I'm just creating so many weaknesses in my position, but I don't see how they stop it. Yeah, here and then here. I don't understand how they're stopping this mating attack. Here and here, it's literally over. I think they may have missed this idea. They have no checks. And if here, they have to give up the queen, because otherwise... this is just mate, though, no? Really solid game. That was just fast. I feel like I was able to do everything I wanted that game. Opponent did not give me much pushback. We can pre-move mate. Okay, your homeboy's actually not that bad at chess sometimes. Not all the time. I would also say my opponents didn't really cause me many troubles this game. All three of my opponents gave me no troubles. All right, let's just bust through this. What is this? Is this like the, what's it called? What's the Blackmar Demar Gambit? That's what I was trying to play, but I haven't studied the, oh, do you I think you maybe, yeah, you do this here, and you just like develop rapidly, get the open F file. Yeah, you know what? That might actually just be my response from now on against the Scandi. Might just do that. Really wanted queen here, not really understanding that, but it's a blunder. It's a blunder because see, I thought this too, but I thought I could just do like, oh my god, I am stupid. I'm a dummy boy. Yeah, they just take that. See, my opponent was slightly sharper. They would have noticed that and just caused me all sorts of problems. See, I didn't think this led anywhere because what if just this? Oh, you fork the... Didn't see this fork at all. Even knowing what I know now, I still like my plan more. Yeah, because here they do this. And that's not fun because then I can't do my little reroute. And they're also going to potentially mate me if I ever move this knight, which I wouldn't, but, you know, maybe I would. Ah, here, if they just do something random, then you do have knight g4. Knight g4, yes, knight g4. Ooh, I did not see that move. Wow. 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 High level stuff, this is high level stuff. Way higher than the level that this game was at. And on this game, it was over. I didn't even see push. I probably still do this. Here, here, here. And I'm just winning still. So here, what's my follow-up? En passant. Yeah, you could do that as well. Yeah. 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 Probably do this to... Yeah, it forces a queen trade. Actually, it doesn't because the rook is now defended. Or I guess they could do this to be all fancy schmancy, but whatever. We probably just load up. High level stuff. My opponent did not do that and instead just mated themselves. So I think this game came down to more my opponent just didn't notice resources than me being a good chess player. But we're up to 1994. We got 2 wins and a draw. Can't be mad at that. Was it 8-16? Just 16 points, I think, right? Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.